This is the Ag Queen Podcast. Hello there, everyone. This is your host, Lori Boyer. This podcast explores the agriculture industry with the movers and shakers of those shaping it. And today, one of those movers and shakers is Greg Peterson. He is with Peterson Farm Brothers. You may have heard about him. They have found a unique way to advocate for agriculture. Greg, thank you for joining me on the show today.
Glad to be on here with you.
I farm in Kansas, Greg, but I can't remember the name of the town. Can you share that with me?
Assaria is the name of the closest town, but we kind of identify with a couple different towns. We're kind of out in the middle of everything.
Because you probably have farmland all over the place, though.
Right. And Assaria is about 300 people. And then my wife and I live right outside of Lindsborg, which is about 3,000 people. And then we kind of go to Salina for most everything. So It's about 50,000 people. So.
Okay. And you farm with your brothers and with your parents still, your spouses, everyone involved still?
Yep, it's the three brothers and our spouses, and then my parents, and then our sister has been off in college and doing internships, so she hasn't been home too much recently, but she'll still come home and help every once in a while.
Greg, what all do you raise on your farm?
Wheat, corn, soybeans, sorghum, a variety of forages, and then we background feeder cattle, and we have a small cow-calf herd.
So that leads us into what you're doing to promote agriculture. You're doing it in a very unique way, very entertaining way. And you've gotten a lot of traction. A lot of your videos and things have gone viral. And you do parodies of songs. I mean, I've got my favorites. I'm sure everybody has their favorites. You probably have yours. But give me the background story on how that idea even came out.
So we got started making videos back in 2012. And we never really had a plan to get lots of views or go viral or anything. We were just we started a YouTube channel, and we decided to make a music video that was a parody, and we thought our friends would think it was funny, and maybe some other people would watch it as well. But it got 5 million views in a week, and really just that's just kind of how we got started. It was like a snap of the fingers. And then we've just kept making videos ever since then, and just tried to do our best to tell the story of agriculture and kind of what farmers do through not only just the fun, entertaining music videos, but just in day-to-day videos of what we do on the farm every day.
What was the first song you did a parody to?
It was I'm Farming and I Grow It, which was a parody of I'm Sexy and I Know It.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So people can look you up, just do a quick Google. You're easy to find all of your parody videos. Your website has a whole list of them as well. So people can go on there and watch those anytime to have a few extra minutes. It's just kind of fun, and it's a nice mental break for me. Just go on and watch those once in a while. And like you said, you show different aspects of farming. So from putting up hay to feeding, different things that you're doing, you incorporate that into the video.
Exactly. Yeah. We just try to show a little bit of everything, and we kind of try to show what it's like on our farm, but we'll also feature other farms and other farmers to make it a little more well-rounded.
How does the production work on that? How do you get the video and then put it all together and get it out there?
Oh, I'm constantly shooting video while I'm working on the farm, whether that's with my phone or with a GoPro or with a drone. We don't have the fanciest video and audio equipment, but it's definitely, in the last 15, 20 years, what we have 20 years, if we had what we had now 20 years ago, we'd have had, state-of-the-art stuff. So it's pretty cool to put together, and it takes some time to edit it and create the lyrics and all the different things like that. But as far as filming goes, we pretty much just do it while we work.
And do you do the editing yourself and the lyrics?
Yeah, I do all the editing and all the lyrics. Anything pre and post production would be me, and then when we're brainstorming as we film, that's kind of the collaborative part.
That's pretty cool. How many song parodies do you have out? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's like 22 or 23 maybe parodies, and then we've done 3 or 4 original songs as well.
Okay, very good. So that leads to the next question is, how do you do all this and still operate your farm? How do you work all that?
Well, it's, we like to refer to our YouTube videos and our speaking and performances as just other commodities. We take time to, just like you take time to harvest your soybeans after you've harvested your corn, or you just take extra time to do another segment of the farm operation. And with 4 people on our farm that are working close to full time, that gives you the flexibility for, okay, these 2 people can stay here working on this, these 2 people can go here working on this. And so we view it as nothing different than another crop of we're going to take time to film a video, or we're going to take time to go perform at a county fair. And it can be fun too. It's just like farming. It's not always, doesn't always feel like just work. If there's fun aspects of harvesting and planting, and there's fun aspects of getting to travel and perform too.
Yeah. And nice little change of pace and breaking things up, I'm sure. Greg, when you do perform in concert, what kinds of songs do we see? Do we see some of your older songs that you've already done parodies to? Do you have new material that you showcase?
We try to do some of our older videos that people really like. We try to do some of the newer ones. Sometimes we'll perform one that hasn't even been released yet. Just kind of depends on where we're at. I don't know if we'll have another one done by then or not, but we try to, and we do different ones at every event. So sometimes we'll pick and choose, because otherwise we'll get sick of the songs. Yeah. So we try to, but we almost always do I'm Farming and I Grow It, and Chore, and Tractor Stuck. Those are our, the 3 crowd favorites. So we always do those 3, but then we'll sprinkle in some other ones throughout.
Yeah. So. I'm Farming and I Grow It. That's my favorite one. That's my personal favorite. So
Yeah.
I'll be there. So I hope to hear you sing that for sure. So, and you guys are so creative and entertaining, and just a great way to get the message out about agriculture. I think everybody appreciates everything you do. And I'm sure you've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and people are enjoying it. You're bringing a smile to their face. But I want to ask you, have you gotten pushback? Have you gotten anybody giving you any negative feedback on what you're doing?
Oh, there's always negative feedback anytime you're on YouTube or social media. Some of that will come from maybe some like anti-ag people, or people who are just kind of trolls. They just like to hate on everything they see. But we even get some negative feedback from we'll get feedback from farmers saying like, what are you guys doing wasting your time filming videos? Like get to work. And then we'll have some people say like, you don't make enough videos. Aren't you putting out a video every single week? We always think it's funny how we get comments on opposite sides of the spectrum. Your equipment's too new, your equipment's too old, your farm's too big, your farm's too small. And so we try to just shrug most of those comments off, because that's just the nature of YouTube.
What do you and your family think about your future goals with what you're doing as far as parodies and advocating? Do you have any other plans or anything you want to do more with this?
Honestly, we've never really had a plan from the beginning. We just kind of take it year by year, and life changes, and we're all having kids now. And I think it'll probably, if I were to guess, it'll probably transition into more of a family channel of, including our kids and having fun as a family. And we're not the high school college bros anymore. We've grown up a little bit, but we can still, there's still a lot of things we can do on our channel with our videos to advocate and to educate and entertain. So we'll keep doing that for sure.
You're talking to me from a hotel right now. So have you done a lot of shows this summer so far?
Yeah, so this has been our busiest summer ever for sure. Last year everything got canceled, and so then everybody rebooked for 2021, and of course we already had events booked for 2021. Oh, yeah. So it felt like about double of what we normally do. And of course I go to every single event, and I do some events by myself. So I spoke for the Texas Ag Educators meeting yesterday, which was it was like, all the FFA teachers in Texas gather at a place, and I spoke there. And then I'm meeting Kendall today in Iowa to do a county fair in Iowa. And so I have an event. I think I have 16 events in July, which this is the worst month, but there's not as much going on at the farm in July. So it's a month I tend to, really focus on this other stuff. In June, we pretty much didn't do anything performance related. It was just farming every single day. But then July, it slows down a little bit. Plus we haven't gotten any rain for over a month. So things are kind of drying out. and sad. So
yeah, I saw your Facebook picture on sad corn and good corn earlier today.
yeah.
So you do speaking too, not just songs?
Well, it's almost always a combination of the two of
Okay.
kind of maybe more motivational, inspirational speaking with performances of songs sprinkled in. Because, I've sat through many keynotes and presentations, and no matter how good a speaking presentation is, it can be a little dry if it's just talking the entire way through. And so we like to balance it with the entertainment.
Once again, that was Greg Peterson, that was Greg Peterson of the Peterson Farm Brothers. For more information on their farm speaking engagements, farm tours, and their blog, log on to petersonfarmbrothers.com. This is the Ag Queen Podcast. I'm your host, Lori Boyer.